What if I told you that the secret to unshakable focus and true concentration was already discovered more than a century ago by a man who transformed millions of lives with his words and presence? I'm talking about Swami Vivekananda, one of the greatest spiritual thinkers of modern times. In today's fast world of constant distractions, notifications buzzing, endless scrolling, and a mind that refuses to sit still, learning from Vivekananda's life is like drinking from a source of pure clarity. His stories don't just inspire, they reveal practical lessons about how concentration really works. So let's dive into some powerful moments from Swami Vivekananda's life that can reshape the way you understand focus, discipline, and the power of the mind. One of the most famous stories about Vivekananda's concentration comes from his youth, when he and his friends were practicing shooting with a gun. While others kept missing the mark, Vivekananda shocked everyone by hitting it again and again with perfect precision. When asked how he did it, he said, "I never allowed my mind to wander. I looked at the target, thought only of the target, and my bullet went straight." This simple yet powerful lesson reveals the first secret of true concentration. Focus all your energy on one thing at a time. Not 10 goals, not endless distractions, just one target. When your mind stops scattering, your actions become sharp. But that wasn't the only time his focus amazed people. Once, as a boy, he was reading a heavy book late into the night. His mother walked in, worried that he was damaging his eyesight. But when she checked, she realized the lamp was out. The book was closed. And yet, Vivekananda could repeat entire pages word for word, because he had absorbed everything in a single reading. This leads us to the second secret of concentration. Deep absorption comes from complete presence. When Vivekananda read, he wasn't half reading while thinking about something else. He was there, body and mind united in one act. Imagine if we approached every task like that through work, studies, even conversations. Our efficiency would multiply. Another striking example is from his travels across India. While staying in the palace of the Maharaja of Khetri, Vivekananda observed that even in luxury, the human mind could easily become restless. He reminded his host that true concentration doesn't come from comfort, but from discipline. It is the ability to control your thoughts, not your environment. This brings us to the third secret of true concentration. Master the mind, not the circumstances. Your surroundings may be noisy, chaotic, or even distracting, but the stronger your inner discipline, the less it matters. One of the most inspiring stories is when Vivekananda was challenged by a group of young boys while traveling in India. They were trying to shoot at clay pots floating on the river, but none of them could hit the mark. Vivekananda took the gun, aimed, and shattered the pots one after another. Amazed, the boys asked how he managed such accuracy. He replied, "Whatever you do, put your whole mind on it. If you are shooting, think only of the target. If you are learning, think only of the lesson. If you are working, think only of the work." This moment shows us the fourth secret of concentration. Single-minded devotion to the present task. Most of us split our energy, half on the job, half on the phone, half on our worries. Vivekananda reminds us that divided attention is wasted attention. Power comes from total immersion. Another key lesson comes from his own spiritual practices. Vivekananda spent years meditating under the guidance of his guru, Sri Ramakrishna. Meditation wasn't just a ritual for him, it was training for the mind. He compared the wandering mind to a restless monkey, and the practice of concentration to gently but firmly teaching that monkey to stay still. This reveals the fifth secret of concentration. Training the mind requires patience and practice. Just like lifting weights builds muscles, consistent meditation or focused study strengthens the mind. There are no shortcuts, only steady effort. And finally, Vivekananda often emphasized the connection between character and concentration. He believed that a pure, disciplined life created a pure, disciplined mind. If you live in constant distraction, dishonesty, or disorder, your mind reflects the same chaos. But if you live with clarity and integrity, your mind becomes sharper and calmer. This gives us the sixth and most profound secret of concentration. The outer life shapes the inner mind. Concentration is not just a skill, it's a lifestyle. Think about it this way: if your day is scattered with distractions, unfinished tasks, and endless noise, how can your mind suddenly become calm when you need it to? Vivekananda taught that concentration begins long before you sit down to focus. It begins with how you live, your habits, your discipline, and your priorities. He once said, "The power of concentration is the only key to the treasure house of knowledge." What he meant was simple: no matter how intelligent or talented you are, without concentration, your potential leaks away. But with it, even ordinary abilities become extraordinary. Now, here's something many people overlook: concentration isn't about forcing the mind, it's about training it. Vivekananda's approach was not about harshness but about consistency. He believed that anyone could build focus by practicing small acts of attention daily, whether that's reading a page with full awareness, listening deeply to someone without drifting, or meditating for even a few minutes. It's not about giant leaps, it's about steady steps. Just like water shapes a rock through persistence, concentration is built through repeated practice. So, if we gather all these lessons together, what do we get? The secrets of true concentration revealed through Vivekananda's life are not mystical, they are deeply practical. Focus on one task at a time. Be fully present in the moment. Control the mind, not the environment. Commit fully to the task at hand. Practice patience and discipline. Live a life that reflects clarity and order. Each of these secrets is timeless, and in our age of constant distraction, they're more valuable than ever. Imagine applying these principles in your own life. Think about how much sharper your work would become if you poured yourself into just one task at a time. How much deeper your relationships would grow if you gave people your full, undivided attention. How much calmer and stronger your mind would feel if you trained it daily, just like Vivekananda did. The truth is, concentration isn't just about studying harder or working longer. It's about transforming the way you live and the way you think. And that's exactly what made Vivekananda stand out. His extraordinary focus wasn't luck, it was discipline. It was a lifestyle built on presence, clarity, and an unshakable commitment to growth. When you begin to practice even a fraction of these lessons, you'll notice something powerful. Distractions lose their grip. Noise fades into the background. And your mind, once restless, begins to move like a laser, clear, calm, and unstoppable. So, the next time you find yourself struggling to focus, remember the lessons from Swami Vivekananda's life. True concentration isn't about shutting out the world, it's about training your mind, step by step, to rise above it. The question is, are you willing to take that path of discipline and presence? Because the moment you do, you'll discover a power within you that has been there all along waiting to be unlocked.